This is an expressive practice sample. You have been asked to render a message for the deaf parents of a hearing high school student. The parents are meeting with their child's band instructor for parent-teacher conferences. You'll have a 1-minute warm-up followed by a 1-minute break. After the break, you'll begin interpreting or transliterating. The warm-up will begin momentarily.
Jack, Brenda, so good to see you. So far in the fall semester, Kelsey has been doing pretty good. As far as I can tell, marching band is going well. She's been doing a really great job leading her section. As far as I can tell, they've been really organized. I definitely haven't had to worry about them nearly as much as several other sections. And I do think Kelsey has had a pretty heavy hand in that. She and the student she's co-leading with seem to do a pretty good job so far. I've also been really happy with her attendance and punctuality. They have really improved recently. I think the improvement we've been seeing in her attendance and punctuality has been most notable since she has started taking on the responsibilities of the section leader. I will say in the future, it would be nice to see those things improve even when she's not in a leadership role. But like I said, I do think those have improved significantly. So I'm not going to be harping on them too much. She and I had a one-on-one the other day, and I mentioned that to her. And she talked about how she's gotten a lot more organized this semester. Her workload is a little bit lighter, so she's been able to take on that responsibility and improve her attendance and punctuality and things. So I'm just hopeful that that will carry over to other semesters. And, that's been going pretty well in marching band. Where I could still see some more of that is in music theory, her other music course for this semester. If she applied that same attention a bit more there as well. I do see her actually, her playing has improved a lot this semester as well. I can definitely tell that the private lessons that she's having are improving her playing. And I think it helps as a section leader to, be a pretty good player. So I think she has or is earning a lot of the respect of her peers, by having those private lessons. So if it's still, pretty financially comfortable, I would definitely encourage you to continue those, especially if she is considering playing in college. I know she is only a junior, but it's never too early to be thinking about that and keeping it in mind. As for music theory, I think she's doing pretty good. Like I said, I would like to see that punctuality and attendance carry over a bit from marching band to music theory. I know that music theory is her last class that day, and a lot of students are more likely to skip that one. But if she is going to retain her spot as a section leader in marching band, it's much more, within her best interest to hold herself to a higher standard in the other music classes as well. Because there are students that are in her section that are also in music theory with her. And when they're there in music theory and she's not, they take note of that. Leadership has a spotlight on them, even when they're not actively leading. I think her and Joshua, her co section leader, have been really battling it out for first chair. And I think that's really pushed her to improve. But I thought the other day, if his attendance is better and he's more punctual, he's on time more frequently, it's gonna impact things. Like, you can both be equally skilled, but if one of you has a better work ethic and shows more, investment there, they're going to be chosen. In that one-on-one conversation that she and I had the other day, she did mention an interest in being a drum major. And I think her leadership skills are there. I think her passion and her technical skills are there. But being late, leaving early, not showing up are absolutely not options for a drum major. Also, the choir director reached out to me with a list of the band students that are interested in participating in the orchestra for the winter musical. And I did see her name on there. That's very exciting. This year's show is a really excellent one, especially for trumpet players. So I do think that's a good idea for her, especially as marching band season is kind of waning. I just really want to impress upon you folks, as well as Kelsey, that they have really strict rehearsal times and that the choir teacher isn't messing around. There are lots of trumpets that enjoy being in the orchestra for the musicals. And if she auditions and she's picked over half a dozen other students, she still has to work for it to stay.